to lead us away with a man they call Neon Leon Wood. 20 laps, 3 to come to continue on.
One Falcon, one Commodore in the front rows. They sail off into turn number 1. Jack McCauley and Tim Maughan trying to get racy on the bottom side of the racetrack, and Jack McCauley was one of the pre-title favourites, moves into second place, and it's all happening further back. We've got a Schmozzle in turn 2. Morgan Shane Dublin's in there, Bernie Makovich and Prue Plough riding car 7 all amongst the mess. We'll rack them and stack them and line them back up here in B-Main 2. 15 cars remain, Morgan, in this B-Main number 2. And we haven't even completed a lap yet. Terry Main and Leon Wood, your front row. Tim Maughan gets a shocking start from the outside of the second run, falls back to about 10th place already. Tim Maughan with some dramas, and he's out by the concrete wall as Dale Cockman and Josh McAlpine getting together, and Barry Rose already moves up into 5th place in the Little Sigma. 181. Tim Maughan will now retire from the race, but Terry Main leads the opening circulation. Jack McCauley and Leon Wood side by side for 2nd and 3rd place as they enter turn number 1. McCauley on the inside, and McCauley will go into 2nd place down the inside of Leon Wood. Ricky Williams a long way back and forth from Barry Rose, Mitchell Baker and Dale Cockman, the local with the Moora Automotive Falcon, trying to make good progress here in B-Main number 2.
The top 3 would love to stay that way. All deserve it. Drivers, so too the leader in Terry Main. He's won so much when it comes to Super 6s. He's made his way now to the production sedan ranks. It just hasn't had the luck emulate from the Super 6 days to the productions. But look at the closing speed from Barry Rose as one's around. That was Frank Doe's. Contact between him and Jenna Blyant. There's damage aplenty to Blyant 16. And for Frank Doe's, who looked like the Concept Fabrication AU Falcon, was just playing a fateful game.
Playing this weekend was the first time it's ever been here to Moora, although this venue did hold the 2016 national title for production sedans.
Please, no more bust-ups from here on in, as Main, McCauley and Leon Wood will lead us again as we go green with still 18 laps remaining. And Rose has said, I don't need to worry about the bottom, I'm just going to go right around the outside, and almost took Leon Wood's spot. He was so close going out of turn number 2, but the bottom just works wonders for Leon Wood, who didn't protect it like he should have. And just like that, Barry Rose now finds himself into an A-Main spot. Just like that, it was one foul swoop, and Leon Wood has got the attack taken away from him completely.
Yeah, Jack McCauley now your race leader in car number 96, the LEH Mechanical Commodore. Terry Main trying to fight back on the low line, right side of the start finish line, and Barry Rose has stormed into a transfer position. Look at the 181 Sigma digging on the outside. Terry Main trying to shut the door on his fellow Bribble Lake mate from many moons ago. Barry Rose a big lunge into turn number 3 on the outside of Terry Main, trying to make the outside work. It's a little bit narrow down there on the exit of turn 4 at the moment. Leon Wood still 4th, but Mitchell Baker trying to work his way to the top 5 in his first senior state title. Rose again to the outside of Terry Main as they exit turn 2. The Falcon of Terry Main, Mitsubishi Sigma of Barry Rose goes super deep into Pete's corner, turn number 3, trying to go around the outside. He's in the final transfer position at the moment, and the Mendez race engine, 181. Leon Wood has got a freight train behind him for 4th on back. Terry Main's got damage, Morgan, and the right front has collapsed on the front end of car number 7, the Accord Paddle and Paint Ford Falcon.
You just watch it collapse as it went to the exit of turn number 2. And rotten luck for Terry Main. That was Rose and Wood. Feels like a blue ribbon event almost for an A-Main.
Oh, most definitely. This entire field would not be disgraced in any major production stand event around the state. But 15 laps still remain. We're a long way from done here in B-Main 2. Brought to you by the fantastic folks at RPM Race Products. And Ricky Williams getting busy on the inside of Leon Wood. The Falcon goes into 3rd place. Down the inside, Dale Cockman, Ethan Cooper and Mitchell Baker all on the charge as well, trying to get that final transfer position. As Leon Wood and Ricky Williams race side by side at the start finish line. Leon Wood takes back 3rd place from the Mendez Race Engines Falcon of Ricky Williams, and we got one that's come to grief on the exit of turn 4. That's a 16 car of Jenna Blythe for Blythe's All Electrics. who's had her issues here in the B main so far, and the 16 car will need some assistance to get mobile once more.
Barry Rose just put the quickest lap of the race on that last lap as well, so the 181 is starting to mean business. But can Macaulay hold him off? We go back racing still. With 14 laps remaining, it's been another marathon B main event for these drivers. As Williams now makes a mistake and Baker looks to the inside. So fourth place, who's under attack, at Dale Cockman, the birthday boy, who had a win so far today, will love to be starting inside tonight's A main in front of his home crowd at a track he spent so many hours helping to get to this point it's at right now. The top three have cleared away and feel comfortable right now. It's all up now to Ricky Williams to lead the rest of this field to a spot, or maybe not. It may be Baker's chance as Baker now gets to the inside, takes over fourth.
Mitchell Baker all of a sudden into fourth place, and Leon Wood has that final transfer position. Barry Rose doesn't have to do anything silly, and the 181 Sigma ranging up on the back bumper of Jack McCauley, the big Commodore in front of him. So he exits turn 4. Mitchell Baker, can he get into the A main? In his first senior state title, he's still just 17 years of age. Baker sits in fourth, down to way past Ricky Williams, a couple of laps to go from Cockman. Shane Dublin, Ethan Cooper, Josh McAlpine and Daniel Day, your top 10 here in B main 2. Barry Rose, another little lunge into turn 3. Just in front of a fantastic crowd down there in front of the club rooms as Ricky Williams spins on the exit of turn 4 in car 92 for Renegade Racing Oils. He'll gather it up and the green lights will stay on. We're halfway home. In fact, there's 9 laps to run this time around, and Jack McCauley just hugging the bottom side of the racetrack in car 96. Barry Rose throwing everything at the Commodore as they enter turn number 1. And Leon Wood very shortly will have some company in the form of the Universal Records Commodore Mitchell Baker, the 17-year-old from the Gerald City Speedway, the National Junior Sedan Champion, looking to get himself in the show here tonight in Moora as Barry Rose again takes the Sigma to the outside of Jack McCauley. A big lunge into turn number 1. Look at the 181 go straight around the outside, but Jack McCauley, they're side by side as they exit turn 2, and the Commodore takes back the lead. Barry Rose, the Sigma, once again goes deep into turn 3, trying to hustle on the outside of Jack McCauley. They're side by side and further back. Mitchell Baker goes to third.
Baker, the former and current actually Junior Sedan National Champion, is now inside a spot as Cockman now tries to pass Leon Wood. This spot is like hot butter. It's unbelievable to watch at the moment as McCauley has gotten off the curb. Now it's Rose to the bottom. As the two made contact, Cockman now is in the 4th place. Watch out for the fire machine. Can he do it in front of the home fans? And Baker, in his first ever senior final, can he make the show?
What a battle for the race lead. As Morgan alluded to, Mitchell Baker in the final transfer position. Yeah, want to think this was the battle for the state title, such as the battle we have up front between Jack McCauley and Barry Rose. The passing flag to come out this time around on a couple of cars at the tail of the field in Jenna Blight and also Jim McGorman. But Barry Rose, he's really throwing everything at Jack McCauley. With just 4 laps remaining of the Moora Speedway, can Barry Rose find a way past Jack McCauley to take the victory here in B main number 2? It's McCauley from Rose, Mitchell Baker in the final transfer position. Dale Cockman, he's going to probably need a stoppage to find a way past Mitchell Baker. He might just miss out. Leon Wood is 5th, Shane Dublin, Ethan Cooper, Daniel Day and Josh McAlpine as Jenna Blood retires right in front of our leaders. They got a little bit inconvenienced by the 16 car, but just 2 laps remain here in B main 2.
This is going to get dicey with lap competitors as well. It's allowed Baker to close in, and Cockman sadly may have seen his race run and his state title all over and done. But there is one lap competitor that these leaders are really starting to hone in. But is one lap enough for it to cause any effect for this top 4? Macaulay comes through and sees that white flag with a car length between himself and Barry Rose. Those two now have finally just away from Ashley Baker as Ricky Williams has spun. That's all Macaulay bought, and Macaulay now runs side by side. That lap competitor is going to come into play with these top two. Barry Rose has decided to play smart. Cockman threw it all at the win, but it's not going to be enough. Macaulay, Rose, Baker will continue on. Wow. Leon Wood, Ethan Cooper, Shane Dublin, Daniel Day, and Josh McElkine and the rest. But Moora as they come out of turn number 4. Get on your feet. That was entertaining. Your winner in car number 96. The ODH Mechanical, Karratha Beach Tyres, Holden Commodore of Jack Macaulay will be your winner of B Main 1.
He will indeed. Morgan Melbourne, Barry Rose. What a drive from Barry.